name of it, it kind of, you know, you're like, well, I've never read that, or I didn't like that book, and everyone's opinion thing starts going in their head. It's Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace. He's a very important writer to me, and he committed suicide a few years ago, and I had such a journey dealing with that, like a really strange journey of grief, and that turned to rage. I mean, I love him, but I also am angry at him. So there was some of that and that stuff with Dean. And John Magaro read Infinite Jest. I think you just finished it, right? How great, yeah, wonderful. But it was so amazing because he would be wandering around campus and he was holding Infinite Jest, and it was just like he had morphed into this, you know, he was getting depressed, I think, too.
I'm sure there's a lady right down here.
Mr. Radner, this was, I feel like I need to project.
You hold 1 second, you're about to get it, yes.
Okay.
Phenomenal, brilliant.
Thank you.
It was so quickly how it unfolded and manifested and came together, and it's like butter. I felt every emotion that I could possibly feel, and my question is, was there a ritual, a routine, something you guys did to make it come together so brilliantly? Obviously the script was incredible, but just as far as the filming and the editing, how did it work so well?
Oh.
How'd you make it butter, Josh?
Yeah.
Come on.
There's a churn. You know, Jesse and I are really committed to making movies that feel like a positive experience in watching them, and we're also committed to having the people who make the movies with us have a really positive transformational experience. Like, I have this idea that a really good, positive, nourishing time on set will somehow show up, like a little bit, you know, there'll be an alchemy or something, and you'll feel that. That's not always true. I mean, certain people have a blast making a movie, and it doesn't always turn out well, and certain sets or horror shows, and a great movie comes out of it. But I have a really strong intention around it just being a positive experience for people. This guy Patrick, who was from BCDF, a great guy who worked in the camera department, he said he didn't know my TV show at all, and he was a little suspicious of me. And I came in the first day, and I was wearing a T-shirt my friend John gave me that says "Best Day Ever," and he was like, "I like that T-shirt." And he's like, "I could get behind this guy, like best day ever." Like you know, like keeping it positive in you know, not a cloying way, but we started to notice that there were certain things that you know, I am big on gratitude. My whole first movie was, you know, thematically a lot about gratitude. So I found no matter how bad my day was, I went around and thanked everyone by name. And that's something I learned from Pam Fryman, my director on Now I Met Your Mother, who's amazing, an amazing example of being a gracious leader. And I just think that, you know, that a movie is not just a movie, it's also kind of I read this somewhere, it's kind of a documentary of the people who made it at that time in their lives. It's like this little time capsule of that time, and we've all, you know, we filmed it in June, but still it's preserving that. So, I don't know, I just think trying to create an environment, like I do my best work in positive environments, like I don't deal well with like passive aggression and, you know, stuff like that. So I try to make people feel like they can do their best work, you know. I don't know. Did that kind of answer your question a little bit, maybe?
Questions on your